Russian Ka-52 attack helicopters stationed in Ukraine suffer from major vibration problems, which can reduce reliability and potentially be unsafe. At best, from the reviews we've received, vibration is likely to reduce the efficiency of the weapons these helicopters carry, and also to limit weapon life. In turn, this could have a negative impact on the capability of the Ka-52, one of the most widely used Russian helicopters ever in combat. The two-seat Ka-52 is an attack helicopter with an unusual coaxial main rotor arrangement that eliminates the need for a tail rotor. It is equipped with a two-masted wing on both sides of the fuselage. These wings do not have high lift devices, they only serve to carry sensors and flare diffusers at the ends, as well as weapons and other storage. The footage, which shows the flickering blunt wings of the Ka-52s involved in the Ukraine invasion attempt, includes helicopters navigating in level flight, approach, and vertical landing. In all cases, the stub wings are equipped with heavy payloads that combine fuel tanks, anti-tank guided missiles (ATGMs), anti-aircraft missiles and compartments for unguided rockets. In fact, pictures showing such heavily loaded Ka-52s had never been taken before. It was hard to find before the war in Ukraine, suggesting that the weight of general stores could play a role here. Expert pilots noted that this could possibly be a track and balance issue with the rotors. On a normal helicopter, let alone a six-bladed counter-rotating configuration, it would take hours to do after maintenance. It's dangerous to fly without it, but it's unclear how hard Russia is pushing its helicopter fleet at this point in its invasion of Ukraine. Since the Ka-52 has been under evaluation by the Russian military since 2011 and has already seen combat service in Syria, it seems highly unlikely that the vibration issue has gone undetected before. With this in mind, the Russian aerospace forces and Komov may feel that the problem is not serious enough to disrupt daily combat operations and that the possible effects on weapons are considered a price to pay. After all, the impact on missile service life is no longer such a big deal if guns are used in most sorties. There is also the possibility that the Ka-52s used in Ukraine may carry heavier than normal weapons loads. As noted, all of the vibrating aircraft carry rather large payloads, especially with their fuel tanks, depending on how full they are. This factor can also affect vibration levels. It's also worth keeping in mind that the issue may be isolated to one part of the fleet, and with only a few videos so far we have no real idea how common this vibration issue might be. Perhaps it only affects helicopters of old production, for example. While the subject matter experts we spoke with agree that vibration can be an issue, especially with precision weapons, it's clear that the Ka-52 remains very heavily engaged in the ongoing war. It will be interesting if any measures are taken to remove the vibration, especially if it starts to negatively affect the airframe and stores. Another expert is a former rotary wing pilot and a weapons test engineer with direct experience in shop trials involving military helicopters. This is clearly a high-amplitude vibration and can shorten the carrying life, he said, quickly identifying the possibility of possible damage to the weapons being carried. This could mean that movements caused by vibrations exceed the limits imposed by the design authority, or that simply moved stores are becoming increasingly less reliable and unsafe even in extreme cases. While this is true for missiles, it will also potentially affect sensors carried at the tips of the stub wings associated with the self-protection system. This, of course, is vital to the survival of Ka-52s in increasingly controversial airspace, with the proliferation of man-portable air defense systems (MANPADS) and other less conventional weapons. While reliable figures are not available, the Ka-52 appears to have suffered heavy losses so far, with conclusive evidence that at least 13 samples were seriously damaged or destroyed, although it is uncertain which of these were lost due to enemy fire, pilot error or mechanical problems. Likewise uncertain. I had the vibration problem years ago as a helicopter pilot, and then I saw my colleagues working on helicopter gun handling, the weapons test engineer said. As you can imagine, the vibration pattern is a combination of the natural frequencies of the main rotors and the tail rotor for helicopters fitted this way, and the harmonics of the aero-structure reactions.